Started the chapter fifth one, that is means chapter means modulo 5. The fifth modulo, that is a graph theory. So here in the graph theory, first we have started the topic, that is directed graph. So what is the directed graph? Here I am considering a graph. Consider a graph A, B, C, D. Here we are considering the graph here. Consider here the diagram. In this diagram there are the four vertices A, B, C, D and three edges A, B, C, D, C, A. Here in the edges the directions will be attached. This indicates the direction, and direction B is indicated by these arrows. Arrow mark will indicate the direction. Because of attaching the direction to these edges, the edge AB has to be interpreted that the AB is said an edge from a vertex A to B. AB is an edge. AB has to be interpreted as a edge A from A to the vertex B, and it cannot be written as a BA because there is a direction given from the vertex A to B. Similarly, a vertex CA from C to A. So the direction will be given in this. So C to A. And the vertex C to the vertex D indicates an edge CD. So it will be applicable to all the edges. If the edges are indicated, the directions, if the edges are drawn with the directions, those are called directed edges. So A, B, C, D, C, A are called directed edges. Directed edges. Here the directed edge AB is determined by the vertex A and B. In that order may therefore be represented by the ordered pair, and it will be represented by the ordered pair A, B. Similarly, there are directed edges CD and CA. CD and CA be represented by the ordered pair, C, D and C, A respectively. That is also indication of the representation of the edges in terms of the ordered pair. The diagram, which consists of a non-empty set of vertices which are called A, B, C, D, and the set of directed edges A, B, C, D and C, A. Such a diagram is called the directed graph. Such a diagram is called the directed graph. Directed graph means a set of non-empty vertices. Non-empty set of vertices and the set of the edges and the set of the edges. Such a diagram will be called the directed graph. So as according to mathematical definition, we write a directed graph is a pair V, E, where V is a non-empty set of the vertices. E is a set of the ordered pairs of the ordered pairs of elements taken from the set V. So directed graph is a pair of V comma E, where V is a non-empty set of vertices and E is the set of the ordered pairs of the elements taken from the set V. And the elements in the set V will be called the vertices. Elements of the set V will be called the vertices, and the elements of the set E is called the directed edges. Directed edges. Elements in the set V. Elements of set V is the vertices. Elements of the set E is called the directed edges, and the set V is called vertex set or vertices vertex set, and the set E is called the directed edge set. Directed edge set. So here is also called directed edge, is also called simply a edge set also. We can also indicate a directed edge set is referred to as simply a edge set also. Here the directed graph V comma E is symbolically or mathematically represented as, and it will be denoted by D. A directed graph will be denoted by D, and it can also be written as D equal to V comma E, or also D equal to D of V comma E. Indicates the representation of the directed graph, or you can simply represent it by D also. That is a representation of the directed graph. Directed graph is also denoted by capital D simply, or V comma E, or D of V comma E. That is how to represent the directed edge. According to this diagram, here the set V is equal to, according to the diagram, the set V is equal to A, B, C, D, and the set E is equal to AB, CA, CD. Here the ordered pair A comma B is also equated to simply AB. That indicates the edge. So therefore the order edge set can be written as simply AB, CA, CD, and also equal to the ordered pair A comma B, C comma A, C comma D. That is also represented. Therefore the vertex set is equal to ABCD, edge set is equal to ABCACD. Here the vertex, I am taking a one more diagram here. See the diagram here, A, B, C, D. And compare with this diagram. Number of vertices are same and representation of the vertices is same. Almost all everything is same here in these two diagrams. The directed graph is not the same. These two directed graphs are not equal, because see the edge AC here, or simply the directed edge AC, the directed edge CA are not equal. Here the direction of this edge will be towards the A, and here the direction of the edge will be towards the C. Therefore AC is not equal to CA. So therefore these are not an equal or same directed graphs here. The directed edge AC is not equal to a CA, or not one and the same edges. So it has to be mentioned that a diagram of a directed graph and the directed edges will not be same in these two diagrams. And now I am telling that here suppose the 2 points A and B. Here these 2 points will be joined by either a straight line or by the curve or by any other way. Suppose A and B are the 2 points. Those 2 points will be joined by either by the straight line or by the curve or we can call the arcs or like this also. We can join this line AB in any way. There is no restriction to join a AB only by the straight line. So there is no restriction here. So therefore a diagram of joining the points AB can be done in more than one ways. So we can draw in a different ways of draw the graph here. Means a directed graph can be drawn with a more than one way here. Here one more thing is the vertices will be indicated by the capital letters. Vertices are indicated by the capital letters or the small letters or also by the V1, V2, V3 so on. So there are three different notations will be used to represent the vertices here. And here the edge, whatever the edge, consider an edge AB. Consider an edge AB means here and for every edge or for any edge a vertex which is begins with a one vertex and an edge which ends with another vertex. Means here suppose AB is an edge, it will starts with the vertex A and it ends with the vertex B. So if AB is a directed edge of a graph D, then it is understood that the directed edge begins with the vertex A and end with the vertex B. So if a vertex begin with the vertex A of the D and it will end or terminates with the vertex B here. So therefore the vertex A is called initial vertex and the vertex B is called terminal vertex. Any wedge would start with the one vertex and ends with another vertex. Starting vertex is called the initial vertex. Ending vertex is called the terminal vertex of the AB, of an edge AB, and is also called, we say that AB is incident out of A, incident into B. We also say that AB is incident out of A and incident into B. So just remember, for the edge AB or for the edge AB of the directed graph, A is the initial vertex, B is a terminal vertex. Same as it is, suppose this is your graph BA. In this, B is the initial vertex, A is the terminal vertex, because direction is edge is BA. So B is the initial, A is the terminal. Same as it is for AC. A is the initial, C is the terminal. And same as it is for CA. C is the initial, A is the terminal point. Here we have to remember the one thing, that suppose A is a one point. Suppose the directed edge begin with this edge and ends with A only. Suppose the vertex A in this, suppose it is an edge, starting and ending points are same, like this. it starts with A and again come to A only. There is no other vertex here. Means in the directed edge, beginning and ending are ending at the same vertex A only. Then it is called a directed loop. Directed loop. Directed loop means for a directed edge, beginning and ending at the same vertex, and it is denoted by A comma A. A comma A. Such a graph will be called, or such a edge will be called, or such a diagram, such a directed edge will be, as shown here, is called a directed loop. So in this, it will begins with a A and ends with a A. So that is called a directed loop. Suppose A and B are the 2 points. Suppose if I join a AB, suppose AB is the directed graph. If I draw one more edge to the same vertices A and B, means two directed edges having the same vertex, same initial vertex and terminal vertex. Same initial vertex and terminal vertex are called the parallel directed edges. Parallel direct edges. So these are called parallel directed edges. Suppose two or more edges having same initial and terminal vertex, such edges will be called multiple directed edges. Not only a two or more directed edges having the same initial vertex and the terminal vertex are called the multiple directed edges. Multiple directed edges. Next, come to the next point here. A vertex of a digraph, which is neither a initial vertex, nor a terminal vertex, of any directed edges. For any directed edges is called an isolated vertex of the digraph. Digraph is nothing but the directed graph. Directed graph and digraph both are nothing but the same here. A non-isolated means a graph which containing a vertex which is either a terminal or initial vertex. An isolated vertex will be happens for any initial vertex or terminal vertex of the directed edge. So here a non-isolated vertex is not a terminal vertex, for any directed edges. For any directed edges is called a source. It is called a source. And a non-isolated vertex which is an initial vertex for any directed edge is called a sink. A vertex which does not have a vertex which is neither a initial vertex nor a terminal vertex. Such a vertex will be called isolated vertex. Otherwise it is called non-isolated vertex. So suppose a vertex is not a terminal vertex for any directed edges. If any vertex is not a terminal vertex, then it is called a source. And a non-isolated vertex which is an initial vertex for any directed edge. A non-isolated vertex which is not an initial vertex for any directed edge is called a sink. Suppose a vertex which does not have a terminal vertex for any edge, then it is called a source. Suppose for a non-isolated vertex, suppose which is not an initial vertex for any directed edge, is called a sink. Here I am giving the clear idea for these isolated vertex, source and sink with this example here. See the example with the vertices V1, V2, V3, V1, V2, V3, V5, V6, V4. Here see the vertex V4. V4 which is not an initial vertex, and also it is not an terminal vertex. So this V4 is called an isolated vertex. And you also see the vertices V1, and also the vertices V1 and V3. V1 and V3 are not the terminal vertices. Terminal vertices means a vertex which is where the edge will be end. V1 and V3 are not V1 in the edge. The vertices V1 and V3 are not the terminal vertices here. So therefore V1 and V3 are called the source. The vertices which is not a terminal vertex, those will be called a source. So V1 and V3 are not the terminal vertices. Similarly, the vertex V2. Is not an initial vertex for any edge. Not for the V1, V2, not for the V2, V4, not for the V5, V2, not for the V3, V2. So V2 is not an initial vertex for any edges. So therefore V2 is called a sink. That is the meaning of isolated vertex, source and sink. Isolated vertex means a vertex which is neither an initial vertex nor a terminal vertex. Source means a non-isolated vertex which is not a terminal vertex for any edge. Sink means a non-isolated vertex which is not a initial vertex for any directed edge is called a sink.